These fake geography facts fooled millions of people. I believe you are not one of them. From misplaced capitals to misunderstood borders, we've all been fooled by geographic myths that sound true but aren't. These are 50 geography myths that have been spreading around the world. Let's start with fact number 50. Most people think that the blue on country flags almost always represents water. That's often wrong. While blue sometimes symbolizes water, it frequently represents completely different values like liberty, vigilance, justice, or loyalty. Fact number 49. The prime meridian perfectly divides the eastern and western hemispheres. So we all learned in school about that, but guess what? The real dividing line isn't nearly that neat and tidy. Look at the international date line on the other side of the world. It's all zigzaggy because nobody wants their country split between today and tomorrow. Fact number 48. Mexico is primarily a desert country. If you've watched too many Western movies, you probably think Mexico is just one big desert with cacti and tumbleweeds. But that's so wrong. Less than 40% of Mexico is actually desert. The rest? They've got everything. Amazing rainforests, mountains with snow on top, gorgeous beaches, and tons of farmland. Fact number 47. The Bermuda Triangle has abnormally high rates of ship and plane disappearances. We've all heard the stories about ships and planes vanishing without a trace. But when scientists actually looked at the numbers, there's nothing weird going on there at all. Ships and planes don't disappear any more often in the Bermuda Triangle than in other busy shipping areas. Fact number 46. Singapore is a city in China. Many people mistakenly believe Singapore is just another big Chinese city. Well, not at all. In reality, Singapore is a fully independent nation. A city-state with its own government, currency, and unique multicultural identity that blends Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Western influences. Fact number 45. Timbuktu isn't a real place. We often use Timbuktu to describe somewhere impossibly far away or possibly made up. But Timbuktu is very real. It's a city in Mali. Fact number 44. The US-Canada border is the longest undefended border in the world. Not actually. Though often called undefended, the US-Canada border is closely monitored. Both countries enforce strict controls at official crossings. It's peaceful, but far from unguarded in today's security-focused world. Fact number 43. Time zones are always 1 hour apart. Well, not always. Some countries break the rule. For example, India is at UTC plus 5:30 and Nepal goes even further with UTC plus 5:45. Even a 15-minute difference. Fact number 42. Africa is a single country. You hear it all the time. People saying they went to Africa like it's just one place. But Africa is huge. It's a whole continent with 54 different countries. That's 54 different governments, thousands of languages, and so many different cultures. Fact number 41. Istanbul is Turkey's capital. Maybe because it's the country's largest and most famous city. But Turkey's actual capital is Ankara, located in the central part of the country. Fact number 40. The Canary Islands are named after canary birds. It sounds obvious, but it's actually backward. The islands were named first, Canariae Insulae, Island of Dogs, for the large dogs there, and the birds were named after the islands. Fact number 39. The Dead Sea is the saltiest body of water on Earth. Yeah, it is famous for its saltiness, but it's not the saltiest. Don Juan Pond in Antarctica has nearly twice the salinity and barely freezes, even in extreme cold. Fact number 38. Brazil is a Spanish-speaking country. It's a common mistake. Brazil's official language is Portuguese, not Spanish. Unlike its neighbors, Brazil was colonized by Portugal. Fact number 37. Toronto is the capital of Canada. But Canada's capital is actually Ottawa, located in Ontario province. Fact number 36. The color red on flags represents bloodshed. Well, not always. In many flags, it stands for courage, strength, and valor. In China, for instance, red represents good fortune and joy. Fact number 35. The North Pole is on land. Unlike the South Pole on the Antarctic continent, the North Pole sits in the Arctic Ocean with no land, just floating sea ice that changes thickness year-round. Fact number 34. Continents are separated by oceans. It seems logical, but Europe and Asia are actually one continuous landmass, split by arbitrary boundaries like the Ural Mountains. Geologically, they form a single continent, Eurasia. Should it be one continent? Let me know in the comments. Fact number 33. The Eiffel Tower was originally built in London. Well, the Eiffel Tower was always meant for Paris, built by Gustave Eiffel for the 1889 World's Fair. London does have a smaller replica though. Fact number 32. Most people still think that the Ganga River in India is the longest in Asia, but the longest river is China's Yangtze, stretching about 3,915 miles, far longer than the Ganga at 1,569 miles. Fact number 31. This is one of the most misunderstood facts that Greenland is larger than Africa. In reality, Africa is about 14 times larger. The confusion happens because the projection stretches areas near the poles. Fact number 30. No new islands are being formed today. Well, the Earth is still making land. Volcanic activity forms new islands like the 2015 eruption that created Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'pai in the South Pacific. Fact number 29. Most of Russia's population lives in Siberia. Siberia makes up 77% of Russia, but only 23% of Russians live there. Most of the population is concentrated in the European part. Fact number 28. Chad's flag and Romania's flag are identical. They're not. Both have blue, yellow and red stripes, but Romania's blue is darker and the proportions are slightly different, but still no huge difference. Do they need to redesign their flag? What do you think? Fact number 27. The Nile is the longest river in the world. So, scientists have disagreed for years. While the Nile has traditionally been considered the longest, some studies suggest that when the Amazon's tributaries are included, it could surpass the Nile in length. Fact number 26. The Mediterranean Sea is the largest enclosed sea. The Caribbean Sea is actually bigger. The Caribbean spans 1.06 million square miles, while the Mediterranean covers 969,100 square miles. Fact number 25. Bolivia was always landlocked. Bolivia once had a Pacific coastline, but lost it to Chile in the War of the Pacific. It still maintains a navy on Lake Titicaca and rivers, hoping to regain ocean access. Fact number 24. Libya's flag is entirely one solid color. Libya's flag was solid green from under Gaddafi, but now it features 3 horizontal stripes with a white crescent moon and star. Fact number 23. Mongolia is mostly desert, but its landscape is mostly steppes and mountains. Only about 30% is desert or semi-desert. Fact number 22. California is larger than Japan. California, the 3rd largest US state, is actually smaller than Japan. California spans 163,696 square miles, while Japan covers 145,937. Fact number 21. All of Antarctica is claimed by various countries. 7 countries claim territory in Antarctica, but large areas remain unclaimed. Fact number 20. Sri Lanka was connected to India until recently. The Polk Straits Adams Bridge, also widely known as Rama's Bridge or Ram Setu, a chain of limestone shoals, is believed by some to have once been a land connection, but it's been submerged for thousands of years. Fact number 19. The Appalachian Mountains are the oldest in the world. The Appalachians are around 480 million years old, but the Barberton Greenstone Belt in South Africa, formed 3.6 billion years ago, is Earth's oldest mountain range, over 7 times older. Fact number 18. All rainforests are in tropical regions. When we think of rainforests, we often imagine hot, humid equatorial forests, but temperate rainforests also thrive in cooler, rainy regions like the Pacific Northwest, southern Chile, the UK, and New Zealand. Fact number 17. The Swiss Alps make up most of Switzerland's territory. Not quite. Mountains cover about 70% of the country, not all of it. Fact number 16. All of Russia experiences harsh winters. While Siberia has harsh winters, southern Russia along the Black Sea enjoys mild subtropical winters, with cities like Sochi offering palm trees and warm weather resorts. Fact number 15. San Marino is a district of Italy. San Marino is actually one of the world's oldest sovereign states, established in 301 CE and maintaining its independence ever since. Fact number 14. All Caribbean islands are independent countries. Many Caribbean islands, like the British Virgin Islands, Martinique and Aruba, are territories, not independent nations like Jamaica and Cuba. So, while the Caribbean has many sovereign nations, several islands are still politically tied to countries like the UK, France, the Netherlands, and the USA. Fact number 13. The Suez Canal connects the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea directly. So, the Suez Canal links the seas but passes through several lakes such as the Great Bitter Lake, Little Bitter Lake, Lake Timsah and Lake Manzala as natural waypoints. Fact number 12. Antarctica has no time zones. Actually, Antarctica does have time zones, but it's a bit complicated. Since there are no permanent residents, the research stations in Antarctica simply follow the time zone of the country that operates them. Fact number 11. Maine is the easternmost in the US. Well, it was until 1959 when Alaska became a state and took over the title. How? The Aleutian Islands in Alaska cross over the 180th meridian, which means that the islands on the far side of the line are technically in the farthest eastern longitudes of the world. And the islands on this side of the line also make Alaska our westernmost state as well. Fact number 10. Denmark consists of only one peninsula. Denmark includes over 400 islands. Zealand and Funen are the largest, connected to the mainland by bridges with around 70 inhabited islands. Fact number 9. The border between the US and Mexico follows the Rio Grande entirely. Well, it is not. The Rio Grande defines only about 2/3 of it. The western border follows straight survey lines through New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Fact number 8. Norway is the northernmost country in the world. Sorry to disappoint all you Norse scholars, but the Kingdom of Norway is only the 4th most northern nation. Russia, Canada, and Greenland all reach closer to the North Pole, with Greenland's Kaffeklubben Island being the world's most northern land. Fact number 7. The Caspian Sea is the largest sea in the world. Despite its name, the Caspian Sea is the world's largest lake, not a sea. It's landlocked, but its size and salt content lead to it being called a sea. Fact number 6. Australia's Great Barrier Reef is visible from space with the naked eye. The Great Barrier Reef is too faint in colour and shape to be seen by astronauts' eyes from space, despite its massive size. But cameras and telescopes can capture it. Fact number 5. The Tropic of Cancer runs through the middle of the Sahara Desert. And that's not true because the Tropic of Cancer passes through the northern Sahara. Most of the desert lies south of it, within the tropical zone. Fact number 4. Holland is the same as the Netherlands. Holland refers only to 2 provinces, North and South Holland, not the entire country. Fact 3. Easter Island is located in the Indian Ocean. Actually, Easter Island is in the southeastern Pacific, 2,300 miles west of Chile, which governs it. It's one of the most remote inhabited places on Earth. Fact number 2. The Black Forest in Germany is named for its black trees. The thing is, there are no black trees in the Black Forest. The name comes from the thick trees that block sunlight, making the forest look dark. The Romans called it Silva Nigra for this. Finally, fact number 1. Kashmir is not a part of India. Well, discussing this will cause arguments and has even caused wars in that part of the world, and has for many years. At this point in time, India, Pakistan, and the People's Republic of China all claim parts of the region, and there's no agreed upon border. But the truth is, Kashmir was always an integral part of India. And there you have it. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.